What's up, my dudes, my dudettes, and wrestling colleagues of all kinds? DanTheBeast 94 here, coming back at you with Q&As with DanTheBeast 94. That's me. So, don't have a lot of questions from you guys this week. I only got 5, and all 5 are from the same person. But keep them coming. Obviously, I'm not expecting to get a lot every week, like I have been these past couple weeks. But if you guys have any questions for me that you would like me to answer for next week's Q&A, leave it in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to answer it next Friday. It doesn't have to be anything wrestling related, but let's get started here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your weekend, staying safe. Yeah, let's get started here. So these are all from MarkBoy316, my boy, no pun intended. First question he asked me is, what would I like to see from ROH go to the WWE? Oh man, and I love ROH too. And the two people that come to mind at the moment are Matt Taven and Flip Gordon. I love Matt Taven. I've been watching him at Northeast Wrestling shows for the past maybe 7 or 8 years now. Been watching him around the same time in ROH. Honestly, I can see him as that type of guy who goes down to NXT, and there's been a lot of speculation about Cole, Adam Cole even. It would be cool to see Matt Taven jump in there in NXT, basically giving him the boots out and have Matt Taven be the new leader of Undisputed Era. Flip Gordon, I've been watching Flip these past 4 years now. Tremendous athlete. I believe he's from my state too. Not too far from here. But excellent talent. I would like to see him in WWE, but the only downside about it is I think he'd probably just go down to the cruiserweight division. But I have my faith, so never say never. Second question he asks is, do you believe Punk vs. Joe trilogy in ROH was great? I loved Punk vs. Joe. That trilogy and the matches with Bryan Danielson and Nigel McGuinness are some of my favorite ROH matches of all time. Hands down. And then if you want to talk about like other matches too, in recent time, like Jay Briscoe versus Jay Lethal. I thought those matches were phenomenal. Jay Lethal finally winning the ROH World Championship. Same thing with like a lot of Matt Taven matches, especially with his matches with Jay Lethal. One that I could recall, it was a steel cage match at one of the Field of Honor shows, and it was Lethal versus Matt Taven. I thought that was a great match. Next question, not match, but next series of matches, I would say. Did you enjoy the Steamboat Flair trilogy? I did. I would have to go back and rewatch them, but one of my favorite is from the Chi-Town Rumble. One of my favorite Flair versus Steamboat matches, and something I would highly recommend. Yeah, those guys always put on phenomenal matches. Probably Flair's favorite opponent of all time. I'm definitely have to go back and rewatch those matches because I can't recall all of them. Only the Chi-Town one that really stands out. Next question by Mark Boy. Do you think Taker's streak should have been broken? If you do, who other than Brock have you chosen to do it? Around that time, it seemed pretty, pretty straightforward, because like a couple years back, 2002, 2003, from my understanding, Undertaker never won a match against Brock. So I think that was a suitable fit. But if I had to choose anybody else to break Undertaker's streak in a way of passing the torch, I probably would have said Bray Wyatt. And we're not talking 2015 Bray Wyatt. I'm talking about modern day Bray Wyatt, Fiend Bray Wyatt. If Bray never faced Taker at 31, if he were to actually faced him maybe this year, with a live audience and everything, Taker versus Fiend, I think that would have been a good way of sending the Undertaker off. And obviously, Undertaker's streak was kept going these past couple years. Obviously, he lost again to Roman Reigns at 33. Definitely not a good match. If you guys have seen the Last Ride Chronicles on the WWE Network, definitely not in favor of that match. But if I really had to choose anybody, especially in a passing of the torch type deal, I would definitely have to say Bray Wyatt, Fiend Bray Wyatt. I mean, other people that really come to mind too, I would probably say is like, maybe not beat the streak, but have a match with Undertaker. I'd probably have to say is Aleister Black. That would definitely draw some money. And the last question by MarkBoy316. Do you think Goldberg should have been broken at Goldberg's streak should have been broken at Starrcade 98 by Kevin Nash or someone else, or remained undefeated? I think he should have remained undefeated. The finish to that match was just so poor, and WCW was already going down the drain at that time. They were losing the war with Monday Night Raw on Monday nights. I think just to keep the ratings going, I think Goldberg should have remained undefeated. For him to be defeated by Nash, obviously Nash had his own creative control of what he wanted to do. So that was kind of unfair. And, I am an NWO fan, but, I really don't think it should have gone out that way, especially with Scott Hall and, the taser gun, just definitely not one of my favorite moments. But that about does it for today's guys. But before I go, got a surprise for you. Got an unboxing from High Spots. So let's open it up for you. Alright, so let's see here. I've been waiting for this for a while now, so it's finally here. Here's the slip, and I'm going to show you guys right now. Charlotte Flair 8x10 autographed, and in the back is a certificate of authenticity. So definitely a nice piece to add to this collection here. Charlotte, she is one of my favorite women wrestlers in WWE right now. With others, but she stands out for the time being. I am a big fan of Asuka. I'm hoping Jax doesn't beat her at Backlash. I kind of want to see Shayna and Asuka go at it at SummerSlam, if that's a possibility. But yeah, I like this picture. I saw it on High Spots. It definitely stood out to me. I specifically love 8x10s with wrestlers holding a title. That's always been a big pet peeve of mine. I don't know why, but I love this photo. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this Q&A. Leave your comments in the comment section down below, especially if you have questions for me that you would like me to answer for you guys in next week's Q&A. Hit that like button, and be sure to subscribe, especially if you're watching my videos and you're not subscribed. What are you doing? Hit that button. And until next time, guys, DanTheBeast 94 here, signing off.